Alright, so first game of ATC versus Chris, and he's part of Team South Australia. How you going, man? Alright, just take us through your list quickly.
I got the Greynar Terminators, 3 squads of Warp Spiders, a squad of D Cannons, squad of Shadow Weavers, squad of Dark Reapers, Farseer, a couple of jet bike units in reserve. That's pretty much it.
Chicken lover.
Sorry?
Chicken lover. I call it Codius.
Oh yeah.
Where is he?
Co-cheese. Co-cheese.
Alright, so we're playing, what's this called?
Hammer and Anvil.
No, not Hammer and Anvil, Vanguard Strike, that's it. So I'm having a little raid fight in the back here. I'm just hiding absolutely everybody in this corner. Out of range of his shooting, except for a couple of not paladins, Terminators. Alright.
Alrighty, so this Eldar list I think is really cool. It's something a little different, and in any other mission than kill points, I think it would be I'd be having a bit of a hard time. But luckily we're playing kill points. So you're just getting into the game now, and one of the things my opponent was saying throughout, and you'll see in the deployment here. Because we're playing Vanguard Strike, he was suggesting that he could have deployed a little bit better, and I probably would agree. He's put both of his 48-inch shot range guns, so Dark Reapers and the Shadow Weavers, in this piece of terrain, kind of down the bottom left, we'll say. And it just meant that I could really easily keep away from it. If he had split up the two 48-inch guns, so like say the Dark Reapers in this piece and the Shadow Weavers in the middle, it would have been much harder to hide from that. And you'll actually see that in a few games when I'm versing David Tiho, where he's got same thing. He's got a unit of Shadow Weavers, but he puts it much more centralized. It just means I can't hide from him. And by doing this, by spreading out like along the edge here, it just allows me to hide very easily. And in fact, he kills, in 2 rounds of shooting, he kills, like 15 Gaunts, and that's it. And I'm happy with that. I'm really nonplussed about losing Gaunts. My game plan here is turn 1, take some firepower, oh no. Turn 2, turn 1, sorry, take some fire, lose some guys, fly off for all of my crones, and then I'm going to be flying them on my board edge here, looking to kill his firebase and get a couple of kill points there. Killing the Terminators and Codiers is not going to happen for any kill points. I'm going to push forward with my Gaunts around this piece of terrain here, and eventually charge one of his units of spiders. And with my Prime, with AP3, it should kill a whole bunch of spiders, and that's kind of the game plan. Now, you can see what I did with my army there. I just flew off and I pulled back, so I just made space for my big guys to run backwards here. I probably could have gone forward a little bit with my Tyrannifexes, so I could have pushed forward a little bit to keep out of the 48 inches of the Shadow Weavers, because that's really the only thing that's going to be getting the AP1. It's much of a muchness. My game plan was not to do anything with them particularly. Take some pot shots, kill some artillery, which I did. It's just to win by 1 VP in a kill point mission against a very shitty army, and that's what I did. Flying on here with my crones, burninating the Reapers, and actually in a second here when I'm actually going to be shooting, they failed their leadership check, but they only go 3 inches backwards. Unfortunate, because because we're still playing 6th edition here. If they fell back far enough, they'd actually have to jump off, because that's like a 6-inch drop. Yeah, so sorry, and I haven't introduced what the tournament is. So ATC is a really fun tournament. It's like the Titans of War that you've seen me both captain as well as play in. It's a team event. The next team event that's people from America and Australia and actually all around the world are going to be playing at is ETC. That's happening in Serbia. It's the same idea, teams of 8, and so you play for. You're one of 8 players. A win gets you 1 point. Well, not 1 point. So it's out of 20. And then depending on how big you win, you get your points out of 20. The team add up all those points, and you get a win if you get, I think it's like 85 points out of 160. I think that's right. Anyway, so my game plan hasn't changed. I'm pushing forward here. He's got some, the spiders up in the top corner, keep on taking pot shots at me. My game plan has worked in that it's made him unsure about where he's going with his Terminators. So his Terminators were initially pushing that way, then they've come back to deal with the Crones. One of the units of spiders have come back as well. My turn 2 is absolutely punishing, so we haven't got first blood yet. Sorry, my turn 3, because turn 2 was just burning some guys. My turn 3 was really punishing. I vector struck 3 times the Eldar, his Farseer and Reaper squad. I got the instant kill on the Farseer, so I killed him, killed the Reapers, so I got First Blood, Warlord, First Blood, Warlord, and a kill point for his Farseer and the Dark Reapers. So that's 4 kill points in my turn 3 to 0 at the moment. I also then flame the artillery. Unfortunately, they don't do as much damage as they could have because I'll say unbeknownst to him, he positioned his Chris positioned his artillery really smartly in that he put them as the first model on either side. So even if I flamed, I would only hit, even if I hit like 10 times, I would still hit 10 times on a 3+ toughness 7 wound, 2 wound model. So what it meant is I had to fly off with 2. I killed another jet bite squad that was hiding. I landed and I assaulted and I killed another VP. So I think I've got like 6 VP by the end of it to his 2, because he kills 1 squad of little dudes, termagants, and he kills this crone in a second. But his large squad of Terminators and Couriers do become ineffectual in that they've got reasonably short range and they're just walking back and forward. And these last few turns we're just hiding, counting on the clock in essence, because it's just, I'm going to get a couple. I'm hoping to get one more victory point by making his bikes run off using the missiles from the Crones.